Good afternoon. Can everyone hear me okay? Good? Okay. Well, I want to welcome everyone to our annual Candlelight ceremony at the Circle of Healing and Hope. We are keepers of the 102nd Angel of Hope, who we call our little angel, and we're honored to host this traditional ceremony. It's a special time for us to pay respect to those we love and those we have lost, and to be thankful for the time that we were able to have with them. As we remember our loved ones, know that we are not alone. Tonight, across the country, memorial ceremonies are happening at each of the Angel of Hope locations. That includes our friends close by in Chazy and in Willsboro. As you can see, the circle has grown this past year thanks to the work of early risers and Plattsburgh memorials. And with the growth came the opportunity to add some new pavers this fall. So along with our tradition of reading names, we're also going to be welcoming those new pavers by reading their inscriptions today too. To start us off, we will have Julie Kramer with her talk, Coming Full Circle.
Thank you all for coming tonight to the Foundation's ceremony for the Circle of Healing and Hope. When Carrie asked me if I would say a few words today about what the Circle of Healing and Hope means to me, it started a flood of memories over a 2-year journey as my mother battled lung cancer and ended her journey here at the hospital on August 6, 2015. For me, the angel is a representation that each day there is a new hope as we turn our pages in life. Having it here at the hospital to me is of special significance, as it is, I believe, to others. My family's journey came full circle and it ended here. The diagnosis of cancer is very frightening, and it's very easy to lose hope very quickly. From the numerous appointments and tests, radiation and chemo treatments that brings your body and your emotions to its lowest point after causing other major medical issues that come along with it. They say the cure sometimes is worse than the disease. How does one keep their hope during this time? How do loved ones keep their family members' hope alive? For us, it was the outstanding doctors, but more importantly, the outstanding nursing staff and the assistants that we dealt with daily that kept our hope alive. At the Cancer Center, most days you would walk in, the waiting area is full to capacity. You look around, you see all kinds of people with all different types of struggles. You have many that at times look so hopeless and so weak. But when you walk through that door, you're always greeted with a smile, a friendly face, who knows your names, and often gives you words of encouragement when you walk in the door. My mom was always the most positive, strongest person that I've ever knew, but she became very terrified. Each day we'd go into the Cancer Center. The nurses would always make us feel at ease with a smile and even a hug. They would walk with her, talk with her, give her words of encouragement, and my sister and I, and make her smile. During this time, we had very unfortunate many stays here at the hospital. These times were hardest as we faced more and more challenges. My mom was getting weaker and more fearful. Many times she would be so down we couldn't even get her to eat. But when Dr. Griffin would walk in the door, she would always light up. He was one of the most sincere men I've ever met, who was so positive, and my mother held such a trust in him, and he made her feel better and gave her hope. Through the hospital, hope was given by many as we walked different floors as during our stays. My mom always had beautiful fingernails. Over time, they were not looking good, and it really bothered her that she could not take care of herself. One day I walked into her room and she had these beautiful bright pink fingernails. And I asked her, well, who did your fingernails? And apparently a nursing assistant on her own time, because she knew it bothered my mother, came in and gave her a manicure and painted her nails that day. I can't tell you how much that meant to my mother, just to take a few minutes of their personal time to come in to make my mother feel better. These little touching moments from staff kept hope alive for all of us. There were many nice gestures by the staff who were so busy, but took time to sit with her, talk with her, hold her hand, or just stick their head in because she wasn't their patient that day and say hello, Itola. It would always brighten her day and make her smile. Then we came to the end of our journey with a surgery that was very risky, but we had no other choice. My mom fought so hard, but she never recovered. I can remember sitting in her ICU room right up there for almost a week, looking down on this very spot, reflecting on my childhood and the wonderful memories of my mom. I saw other people each day coming here, sitting. One day, I saw someone I knew who was battling a drug addiction, a young woman with small children. She had her hospital gown and she made her way over here. I felt a sense at that point in time that made me think of things, I guess, that I normally would take for granted. As we slowly lost my mom the morning of August 6th, the most influential person in my life, I felt a sense of peace, that she fought hard, she never gave up hope, and she inspired others, like I think this Circle of Healing and Hope does. I think it also inspires the staff here at the hospital who walk by it and see it each day. I hope that it brings them a sense of hope and healing for all that they do each day. So I want to thank you all for coming today, and I want to thank the wonderful staff at the foundation who does all these great things for us to be able to be here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. Those are really words from the heart and very touching, so thank you. At this time, we're going to have a prayer, and I would like to invite out Father William Reamer, Rabbi Carrie Tooling, and Reverend Robert Basom.
We come together to seek meanings beyond our limited selves. We come together to seek a spirit that binds together the scattered threads of our humanity. A thread that binds us together in sympathy, in understanding, in love. A thread that weaves the past, present, and future together and unites the fragments of our existence into a meaningful whole.
Venerable and hallowed are the memories of those who have died. We recall them with warmth and affection, grateful to God for the gift of their lives, for their faithful companionship, and for the cherished memories which endure. May God comfort all who mourn. May God grant them strength to see beyond their sorrow and sustain them in their grief.
Since we have felt this sense of death, the gift of life is more a jewel, and the thread that binds us together is much more precious. And since we have gathered to honor the memories of our departed friends, loved ones, and co-workers, and to recognize the ongoing thread of life that carries us into the future, let our hearts and minds and spirits be filled with gratitude for all those who give deep meaning to our lives. In the spirit of love and joy, may God's presence grace us this day. Amen.
So as we prepare for our reading of the names, I'd like to introduce SUNY Plattsburgh student and future hospital volunteer, Lauren Mueller, who's going to sing Make You Feel My Love.
Hi everyone. As she said before, my name is Lauren. I am studying music and psychology at the SUNY in hopes to be a music therapist when I get older. Now, when I was asked to come here, I was absolutely thrilled. And I know this can seem like a very dark kind of place, but every time I kind of see the statue right there, it's just really pretty. And everyone is here for very good reasons for the heart. This is a place for healing, and music does just that. And I hope that I can share this with you in the correct way. And this is Make You Feel My Love by Bob Dylan. when the rain is blowing in your face, and the whole world is on your case. I could hold you in a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there's no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I know where you belong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue. I'd go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea, and on the highway of regret, the winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. Search through the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love. To make you feel my love.
This evening, we have a special group of readers who are going to go through our new pavers and the names that we'll be honoring this evening. These are members of our Evening of Healing committee, and they work hard every year to plan a wonderful event every April and talking about strengths and triumphs that people find in times of tragedy. So we're going to hear from Dina McCullough, Dana Jeweler, Debbie Momont, Sally Meisenharmer, and Jen Hernich.
I have the honor of listing the new pavers that have been added this fall as part of the expansion project. If I do pronounce anybody's name wrong, feel free to correct me. I want to make sure I get everyone right. Joseph Congolosi Jr., son, brother, friend. Charles Gusher Smith, you were an amazing brother, uncle, Boy Scout, master, soldier, and friend. We will never forget. Frida C. LaRose Stone, 10/16/1931 to 10/27/2015. Our angel, Charlie Ray Haywood, 2014. In memory of Thomas T.J. Campbell. Larry Hawk, 7/12/12. I miss you, Loretta. Angie Duval, mother, grandmother, friend. In memory of Nina Lemoy, miss you Mom, Holly and Brian. Frank Van Nortwick, always in my heart. Jaden, with angel wings our baby soars. Florence and Peter Mullen, forever in our hearts. CVPH employees, honoring the minor legacy by uniting head, hands, and heart for patients and each other.
I too hope I pronounce these correctly. David Reuter, Jerry Reuter, Alaya Elvidge, Itola Janier, Sean Patrick McCullough, Melissa Latnan Penfield, Danny Adams, Kian Adam Dupuy, Harriet Jarvis, Timothy J. Pellerin, and Bernice Cressy. Terry L. Manley, Dr. Robert Collins, Dr. Christopher Badger, Courtney Alexander, Stephanie Heath, Jeff King, Rodney J. Harvey, Ellis Patnode, Eliza Patnode, Francis Keefe, Dina Keefe, Patrick Keefe.
Roland Gay, Marie Gay, Cheryl Brunel, Eric Pellerin, George Racine, Gladys Racine, Clifford Bulleris.
Roger Dale Bowman, Patsy Ruth Brown, Dulcie Sherman, Lillian and James Martin, Judy Martin, Owen and Teresa Fuller, Bud and Doris Fuller, Robert Trumbull. Are there any other names that we would like to honor at this time? Michelle Bloom, Heather and Wendy Rabidou, Nicholas Michaud, Jennifer LaPera. Thank you.
At this time, Lauren is going to perform Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And during that time or afterwards, you're welcome to take a carnation that was donated by Country Expressions and bring it to the base of the angel. See the pavers that are around here. And following the ceremony, please feel free to join us in the hospital lobby for some warmth and hot chocolate and coffee. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you'll find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, oh, why can't I? Happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow. Why, oh, why can't I? Thank you.
Thank you for coming, and again to our musician Lauren, and to our readers, and to Julie for sharing her story. If you could leave your candles on your way out in the box on the bench, that would be appreciated. Thank you. And thank you to Craig for the microphone setup.